Hello, I'm State Representative Kirk Pearson. Thank you for joining me for my legislative update. This is my final legislative update, which I'm recording because we have just 8 more days until session will be over. Major decisions on tax increases that will impact family budgets and employers will be debated over the next week. As many of you have read, the majority in the legislature and the governor decided to overturn the Taxpayer Protection Act, or Initiative 960. This makes it easier to raise taxes. That is why I believe Washington is at a critical juncture. All kinds of tax increases have been proposed. In fact, House Bill 3191, which was just 2 paragraphs on March 1st, was 152 pages of tax increases by March 2nd. The tax increases amount to almost $1 billion. I am concerned that the only solution being considered by Democrats is taxing people at a time when they can at least afford it. There is no other way to describe this session except to call it a disaster. We have been here since January 11th, and there still has not been any meaningful work on the budget or how we could get people working again. There has not been a single effort to jumpstart the economy by helping employers weather the economic downturn. My colleagues and I have offered reforms to the worker compensation and unemployment insurance system that would have left benefits intact while finding efficiencies in the system. We believe this would save jobs. One bill, House Bill 2603, would have simply allowed a business 2 working days to come into compliance with a state rule or a regulation without a fine, so long as the infraction did not endanger the employees or the public. Sounds pretty simple, right? But the legislature refused to seriously consider it. Not because they think it's a bad idea, but because they want the $3 million in revenue that the fines provide. I believe the $3 million would be better left with the employers to hire people. This economy requires us to resize and restructure government to fit the realities of tax collections. Instead, budget writers are growing government and raising taxes to do it. The fact is, when I see items in the budget like $16.5 million to purchase a part of Maury Island and then hand it over to King County, it makes me wonder, what are our priorities? Government needs to tighten its belt just like you have. I don't work for big government interests. I work for you, and I will do all I can to fight against tax increases. I hope you will remain involved in your government as we head into the last days of this legislative session, and big decisions on the direction of state government are being considered. In all of the budget debate, I did have 2 public safety bills move forward. One makes tougher penalties for repeat domestic abusers, and the other allows Washington to return a mentally ill offender back to a state that requests that they return for mental health treatment. Both of these bills update our laws to reflect my commitment to you to protect the public at large and victims of crime. Finally, I'm looking forward to being back at home in district in late March. I'm always traveling around the district meeting with citizens, community groups, and others, so please contact my district office if you'd like to schedule an appointment to meet with me. My legislative aide Cameron Bailey staffs the district office and can assist constituents with arranging appointments with me, working with state agencies, or finding out more information on the legislature. I always appreciate your calls, letters, and emails. Your feedback helps me serve you better. For now, thanks again for allowing me to represent you, and I look forward to seeing you throughout the interim. I'm Kirk Pearson, your local representative.